morning to you out there on the grind. Good morning to you this morning. God bless you out there this morning. He chose us to wake us up and give us a new day. You're on the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm your guy, KeJohnna Owens, each and every morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Be so blessed to do so. Wake up, man, willing to deliver encouragement, positive information, and just some kind of mojo, if you will, to take yourself through a day. Grab some of that momentum early. I believe that momentum continues to build upon itself throughout the day. And if you can catch it early, you get to use it all the way through the day to prepare yourself. I have an amazing guest on this morning. Sometimes when you're just doing that work out there, you don't know what it's about. You don't know what it's for. You don't know what it's going to do. But if it has the meat and bones of the integrity, like that good roux that grandma made for the gumbo. You know, she stirred that roux. And that roux was different than everyone else's. That's why you go back and somebody else might have some good gumbo, but grandma's gumbo. So you get to make your own roux though. My roux is the work. It just got to work. You got to be committed. And through doing that work, I get to meet some amazing people in this morning. I have an amazing visionary of a woman that saw that, to make an impact, she needed to connect with other people that were making an impact and pull them together to make an impact together. So she put together the 100 Black Men Heal Summit. I was tapped on the shoulder to be a part of it. And again, if you do the work with the integrity and consistency, you never know what doors will open. And I always say, when the door opens for you, man, go in it. And that's how you find out who you are and what you could be. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up our guest this morning. She's already shown me now what it takes to really put something together and put people together to win. So stand by for Miss Aerica Karriem. Stand by. There you are. Absolutely. Great morning to you. Great morning to you. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you. Great morning. And thank you so much for having me this morning.
Aerica, I'm going to get out the way. Those of, listeners, they hear it through today. It'll be on YouTube later and all those things. Get an opportunity to speak to someone like you that has a vision like you have. And before I start telling about the vision, let's tell people a little bit about who you are and where you come from and why you want to make such an impact.
So, hi everyone. My name is Aerica Karriem, and I am a wife of 23 years. I have 7 children that I gave birth to, 2 grandchildren. And since 2014, I have been a marriage and family consultant and a family mediator. And my heart, I just love to help repair and restore relationships, because I know that when you lead in love, when you lead in integrity, everything is possible and every problem has a solution. So when we know that all we have to do is be, do, and act, we can be the creators of our own life. And so once I learned that we can create whatever we want in this world, whatever we want, whatever our hearts desire, we get to create. So that's why I'm so passionate about helping people and showing them that you get to create your own business, your own life, your own relationships, your marriage, whatever. So yes.
I get the opportunity to put people like you in front of other people. That's one of the best things I've experienced in life. I think what you just said is what really resonates with me. Connected with people that like to help other people. It's biblical. I always call myself a babe in the word. I don't have the scripture, but the walk, and that's what you're doing. You walk in a walk that's way different, very humble. You said not even anything about yourself. You said about helping people, and that's why we're here. You put together the 100 Black Men Heal Summit. 100 Black Men Heal Summit. A woman on the move already leading the way and taps a man on the head and say, hey, well, you need to get some stuff together, brothers. What got you really passionate to say the things that we've gone through as Black men and say we need to show other Black men and families that we got some kings out here? What made you, take that step?
Well, as I'm a marriage consultant, my success rate was 92%. But that other percentage, I had to dissect what is the percentage? Why is that percentage not working? Why are those marriages and relationships not working? And so it became a pattern of all the relationships had a pattern, and the pattern was the men are not open and willing to listen to another woman tell them or guide them into a way of being, how to show up. They needed to hear from other men. And some men get it. They really get it. Okay, this is what I need to do to change. But some men didn't. They just don't get it. And so I said, you know what? Since you don't have the resources to get yourself in front of other men to get the help that you need, that you desire, then I'm going to bring the resources to you. And then that's when God just dropped in my spirit, you know what? 100 Black Men Heal Summit. Let's do it online. They don't have to travel anywhere. They can tune in from the comfort of their own homes.
And again, there you are about other people. I love it, man. You got the great spirit. You don't even see it. That's why we're going to talk about you. But that's amazing because it is true. My wife tells me some real stuff all the time. You tell me, right? But it's real.
Right.
You know what I mean. We want the king, the man, and we operate in an ego sense. Well, women in general, and emotional sense. Ego. So getting the alpha males together for your amazing project. And before I know that was tough because you had to get us in line, right? You had to make sure, hey, I need you on time, be prepared, get some amazing interviews. And I want the people to know a little bit more about what we're addressing so they can really feel the power of what we have. So I would like for you to speak on it, and I'm going to release the promo video that you have already prepared. Tell the people a little bit about it.
So basically, Black Men Heal is a group of men that I put together so that you can learn how to heal your traumas, so that you can learn how to be obedient to the creator, no matter who you call him, right? And because what I learned is that us women, we're willing to follow. We're willing to submit and surrender. We're willing to obey, but we got to be obeying and surrendering to the right man's mindset and mentality. He has to have a spiritual walk. He has to know that God is the leader, the Alpha and Omega, right? And so if you are still tending, well, not tending, but avoiding your childhood traumas, the abandonment issues, the rejection that you had, the brokenness, right? The non-validation, whatever you may be going through, you brought that baggage from your childhood into adulthood. And so then we get into relationships and we marry and we even have children, and we still don't address the issues and the challenges from our childhood. But guess what? Then we have more challenges because now life, you grown, and now life is really setting in that you get to control your own life. You get to create your own destiny. But a lot of times, men, you are working so hard trying to provide. You're working so hard to try to be right. You're working so hard to try to protect. But what you do is you show up in defensive mode or avoidance or whatever you show up in, and you're not leading the way that God wants you to lead, because there's no prayer in the home, there's no spirituality, there's no principles. And I tell my people, hey, what's your marriage foundation? What's your relationship foundation? What are the boundaries? And when you don't have those things, because we don't think that those things are important, those things are extremely important. And so we're healing the emotional, the racial things that we go through. We're healing the spiritual. You all don't understand that you have to lead in love. You have to lead in integrity. You can't hurt people that you love. Hurt people hurt people. So if you know that you're hurting somebody, you have to dig deep into why I did this. Why do I continue to want to be right? Why do I continue to go down this path and you're hurting other people? So that's why it is so important that we heal our wounds. It is so important that we put our families together. It is so important that we're not just surviving, and that we are not only thriving in our own households, but we are sharing how we did it. We're sharing in our communities. We're making a bigger impact in the world. And it's just so, it becomes so meaningful when you can understand that your life is not only in your hands, but your life is in the hands of, well, other people's life is in your hands, right? Your children's life, your spouse's life is in your hands. So you're the maintainer and the provider, and you're the man that's supposed to lead. So that's why it is so important. Leadership is so important for you men. Welcome to the Black Men Heal Summit. I'm your host, Aerica Karriem, presented by Healing the Black Family. We got together 30 days of the most powerful, impactful, influential Black male speakers that were willing to collaborate on this project because they too know Black men need healing. This is where you come get tips on finding your purpose, discovering who you were called to be, and create amazing relationships. And if you are ready to lead with love, compassion, integrity, find more joy, become more connected, and step into your power, and become the best man for yourself, your family, your community, and make a big impact in the world. Sign up at the link above, and we'll see you inside the summit.
Bam. Amazing. Great production. Man, what an honor to be on there. I saw my picture on there. I said, man, I'm one of the most powerful 100 Black men that subscribe today. Humbly, that's amazing, Aerica, for you to bring us together, because I do know that we do need some healing. We don't talk. We don't have networks. Here's a real life scenario. Husband and wife, everything's gravy. Everything's good. Both got great jobs, 6-figure income piece, right? Some way they get tapped on the shoulder on the same day, get sent home. That's a wrap for that. Man, immediately she's got a network of support. That man, he gonna have to figure some stuff out. Like, she can go to auntie's house. Mama said, come back home. Dad, he's like, hey man, you're a grown man. You need to figure this out, brother. Right? That's how it goes. And that healing process of being able to have a network of connection with other men, women, anyone around the country, around the world, when you need a resource, back to ego. We don't ask either. Well, it's about being tough. Fall down, get up, no band-aid, get back to work. The responsibilities for us have not changed. While things have changed, the black man's responsibility, no matter what, there's not. Aerica, what amazing platform. And again, I thank you for that. Here you are. What's one of the biggest experience that you've had as a woman that pulled these kind of men together to talk about what we're doing today?
Well, if I understand the question correctly,
The experience, your experience with, getting the different personalities and stories together. What was your experience in that?
my experience is that the experience was amazing on getting everybody to pre-record and all the different personalities, but the leadership in the black men that I came across was so amazing. They were stood up in being open and being willing and understanding that there is a need, you know, and almost the personalities, because I live by spiritual principles, right, of giving and showing up. I have a contract with myself, and it's I am a loving, committed, connected leader, right? And so, because I have a contract with myself, I see it in others. I see when you all men showed up to make a difference in the world. And it wasn't about you, it wasn't about me, it was about making a difference and an impact in the world. And so, I can see that when these men that I interviewed had it was like a pattern. They had similar personalities, strong, charismatic, giving. They wanted to see the best in others. And they too want men to heal, because you all seem like that you almost go through similar things. It's like when you're a kid, shut up, you ain't supposed to cry, get it together, and then you bring that into adulthood, and it's
Oh
like
man.
you had to have some hardships to get to where you are now. And so it was so humbling. And it's still, I mean, it's just, and to be the first to hear their stories and to understand the mindset shift that they had to get out of to become a better person.
That's cool right there. That's yeah. You know, to interview my interview, I hope it comes out well. When I looked at the promo right there, I know Willie Tubbs, I know Mr. Enthusiasm, I think Johnny Mack, several of us have been on several of platforms, not so impactful the way you have set this whole deal up. And I did get a request for how to get the access. Before we leave, I want to make sure that we get that over to everyone. Aerica, is going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to if I hopefully didn't make too much of a big silly fool of myself, because sometimes I make too many jokes, right? I think we
I
had a
do
good
the same thing. I be like, oh my God, I better not
it,
say that because it's only
yeah, it
funny
was
to
good
me, right?
interview. It felt good. It was natural. No, seriously, it was amazing to be on. A super honor, first of all. Nobody has to tell you or ask you, would you use what you've been through to help somebody else navigate what they might face in the future? and to be tapped on the shoulder to any degree like that is such an honor. The only thing I'll look for is to the impact that'll come up. I know you got some amazing speakers. I'm humbled just to be in that number, as they say. Great morning to the grind out there. Tony Viola is my man. Also, Mr. Roscoe Lee Owens, CE King. Thank you for connecting all the dots around the country. I'm going to do a quick break right here. Got some sponsors and success, and I want to have a word from an early mentor of mine, Mr. George C. Frazier, talking about connecting the dots and what you were doing. You're connecting the dots all over the country and even the world. 100 Black Men Heal Summit. Aerica, stand by. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have you back on the other side. We'll be ready to get out of here, okay?
Okay.
Hey, in the green room, we got Avion water, all that good stuff right there. Great stuff. All right, stand by. Hey, man, it's going to be an amazing Black Men, 100 Black Men Heal Summit. Aerica Karriem, she is going to give some information on how you can attend that. Before we get out of here, I wanted to just give a reference to why connecting the dots to success is so important in the first place. You know, why connect these dots? What is it about reasons why sometimes we don't have the resources? We don't know the people. We think we need what we don't need. But we have it in our resources, but we don't tap into it. We don't communicate. We aren't really going to so much reach out, so we kind of take the hit internally. That's because we had to get up after scraping your knee, you broke your foot, broke your ankle. You still got to go practice in the morning, shake that off, right? That's our life. That's okay too. But what we have to do is connect the dots to how, if I fall, and who can help me get up? I got an idea who could connect the dot to that. We all have these amazing abilities and synergies, and I'm so happy to be aboard what Aerica has put together. And also, it's no coincidences, but we're working on men making an impact, in which we had a launch last night for business ownership. Stand by. We're going to listen to my early mentor, Mr. George C. Frazier, on networking 101. Stand by.
I prepared a chart. And this is a chart that I think says in another way what he so profoundly provided us today. This chart to me represents beautiful, educated, moneyed Black people all over America. It could represent Black organizations, it could represent Black churches, it could represent Black social and civic organizations. And what you will notice about these beautiful Black people all over America is that everybody is doing their own thing, caught up in a Eurocentric value of rugged individualism, having forgotten that it takes a village to raise a child. There is no power here, brothers and sisters. There is no power here. Power is most effective concentrated. You can take a 55-gallon drum of water, spill it over, it will disperse, find its own level, and eventually evaporate. You can take that same 55-gallon drum of water, put it under pressure, put a lid on it, put a hose in it, put a nozzle on the end of that hose, and it can cut concrete. There is no power with us being disconnected. See, there's nothing wrong with dispersion. I live in Cleveland, you live in Atlanta. We have folk in the Caribbean, we have folk in Africa. That's dispersion. That's okay, but we do not have to be disconnected. We are a disconnected people. We are powerless in disconnection. This is where all the power is. You see? This is where all the power is. Whether you are at the center of your own network or a part of someone else's network, this is where the power is. There's a beautiful African proverb that says, when spiders unite, they can tie up a lion. When we connect, because we are disconnected, we're disconnected from those of like mind. We're disconnected from the best practices in our community. I don't care what it is that you want to do, what profession you want to engage in, what business you want to get into. I can introduce you to brothers and sisters all over America they are doing it to death. You just don't know who they are. You are disconnected from them. There is no power in disconnection. Okay? When we connect, We prevent interlopers from coming into our communities and taking and destroying at will.
All right, George.
Try to open up the Booker T. Washington delicatessen in Chinatown and see what happens. So we must connect. We must connect the dots. That must be the movement for our people in the 21st century. We need a lot of us doing a little instead of a few of us doing a lot. We need to get together to get ahead. That is why we must network.
Welcome to the Jazz Zone. Allow the Jazz Zone to make your next event enjoyable and entertaining. The Jazz Zone is great for private parties, weddings, festivals, fundraisers, grand openings, and corporate affairs. Move up to the next level of entertaining with the Jazz Zone. Check out our website at jazzzone.net. That's JAZZZONE.net. Or call the Jazz Zone at 626-798-6848.
We're right back to it right there, Miss Aerica. It's amazing to have you on. I want to give you an opportunity to share where they could go to attend the summit, get all the information, see the amazing interviews. You have an amazing web presence. Who's ever doing that? Great work, amazing. So please share what's next. How do they attend? Get the information in your own words.
Thank you so much, KeJohnna. So with how you can get inside and learn about the summit and be a part of it is to go to blackmenhealsummit.com, blackmenhealsummit.com. Now, each interview will be up for 24 to 48 hours, and then it's going to come down. So the best thing to do is to upgrade so that you can have the videos for 60 days, because a lot of times people work. So you want to upgrade to VIP. Not only will it allow you to have the videos, it'll also allow you to go to our after party where some of the speakers that I invite will you'll be able to ask them questions on your relationships. You'll be able to ask them questions on if you're stuck in business, if you're stuck emotionally, if you're depressed, if you had some type of issue going on, traumas, and they will tell you how they suggest you get out of your challenges or your issues? What would they do if they were you, right? So you'll have access. Proximity is key, y'all. Proximity is key. So make sure that you sign up at Black Men, MEN, HealSummit.com, Black Men, Heal Summit. Make sure that you get into the Facebook group as fast as you can, because we're going to be kicking off tomorrow, which is September the 6th. So Black Men Heal Summit, and make sure that you upgrade, because proximity is key.
Proximity is key. I love that right there. That's one for the all-time archives right there. Proximity is key. I so appreciate it right there. Go to blackmenhealsummit.com. Check it out right there. It's an amazing website. If you need to do any upgrades, you want to get the information. Somebody once told me that price is only an issue in absence of value. I'm one that I learned that because I'm a downsizer, right? I look at the downsizer, right? Upgrade. See what you have access to. Speakers from around the world. I think you will truly be impacted. I'm honored to be on. I appreciate you so much for all you're doing. And here's another way that you can assess what's going on right there. As you see, September 6th through the 30th, right there on the screen. You can access it right there. Look at that amazing panel right there. Even your guy in the mix. Go ahead and stand in the middle, sister. Lead the way. It's amazing. Hey, we're gonna have you back on again on the post and see what how it all worked out. Aerica, salute to you. Thank you for allowing me to make an impact alongside you. And again, we will be in touch. We got a lot of work to do. You made the right one this time.
Thank you so much, KeJohnna, and I am so honored and grateful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I've been empowered as well. Thank you so much for all you do. We are going to get ready to get out of here. I just got to get one thing across to you out there. If you've been able to, just tap into today. Leaders just do things. Stand by. Boom, right? The breakthrough thought. Leaders just do things. They have an idea, they have a thought, and they activate it well before all the setup, even the know-how, right? You might not even have the connection, but stepping out there does something to the energy. And here's I'm gonna give it to the word, the biblical word of you out there. I'm the babe in the word. But something about faith and work, and what you see all the time. Apply the level of the work that you do to match the level of the faith that you have, and that's what the sister has done, to step out in front to say, I'm gonna lead the way. That not only makes an impact in families and men's life, but an impact around the world. And you could do the same thing. We could do anything that we decide to do, but we get to decide not to as well. And you have an amazing day on purpose out there. You get a chance to get over to blackmenhealsummit.com. One more time, I'll put that up on the screen if you have an opportunity. Love to hear your feedback. Honored to be on board with it. There you go right there, the amazing panel of leaders. I've been able to work with two of the other individuals on the screen right here and several others. It's going to be amazing. I'll see you on the other side. Guess what? If you need to take your business to the next level, I'm here to help you. Let's take your business to the next level. Let's take our businesses to the next level, and let's do it together. We'll see you on the other side. Have a good one. Succeed on purpose, because success loves speed. See you on the other side. Hi, my name is KeJohnna Owens. I am co-founder of Success Express Marketing Solutions. Our business is cultivating more business for your business. I want to tell you real quick about our program that is one of the most comprehensive business development online marketing support programs out there, which is the VASP, VASP, Virtual Assistant Support Program. This system allows you to operate and run your business while we help monitor and help you cultivate more business for your business online. contact us at 909-686-1698 and visit us online at successexpressmarketing.com. Look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.